Welcome to the Exit 58 podcast, a show about pop culture, tech, politics, and anything else they can come up with.
Hey everybody, it's Derek from the Exit 58 podcast, wishing all of you a safe, happy, and prosperous holiday season. Before we get to the show at hand, the Christmas Eve Spectacular, a few reminders. First, you can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. Leave us a review, rate, subscribe, review. We dig it. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. You can check us out on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place. So dive on into the Exit 58 podcast. And now, without further ado, it's part one of a special two-part edition of the Exit 58 podcast, the Christmas Eve Spectacular.
And we are off to an amazing start here on the good old... There we go.
Wonderful time of the year.
Join us for the 36-hour holiday festival of music.
Starting at 12 noon Christmas Eve, enjoy 36 hours of non-stop holiday favorites.
Hear artists like Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Mariah Carey, Bruce Springsteen, and more.
Thank you for your support all year long. And please enjoy the 36-hour holiday festival of music, starting 12 noon Christmas Eve on Rowan Radio, 89.7 WGLS FM.
And well, prior to that 36-hour holiday festival of music...
Jane, stop this crazy thing!
We welcome you to the early bird extravaganza. Wow, this is kicking off with a bang here, isn't it?
Can we get a mulligan?
Yeah, I know. Can we get a redo here on this one? So, welcome to the show.
Who knew that the only person who's not here today is having the biggest impact on the show so far?
So
Merry Christmas! Yeah.
So this is what we call the Christmas Eve extravaganza for the, this is our 19th year, by the way, and we're kicking it off in an amazing style here. I have across from me, first off, I'm Rob Lightfoot. You're not here, I have across from me, I have Mark Kashabinski.
Yo. Merry Christmas.
And then to my left, I have over here.
Ooh.
I know, right?
The Pontiff of Pensgrove. The Pope of Pittsgrove. The Prince of Pennsville.
It takes him, what? We get him like every couple years. Jason Helder, all the way from, was it Deptford now? You're back in Deptford.
The Santa of Salem.
Welcome back to the Santa.
I'm like the eclipse.
Yeah.
Every once
the
in a while.
Kringle of Quinton.
And joining us in Studio B, we have so many papers.
Is he mic'd up in there?
He's not mic'd up yet. I don't believe he's ready. Is he ready? Oh, he does look like he's ready.
Do you know how to do that?
We do know how to do that.
So the only person, to give you a little inside baseball right here, Derek Jones is not with us today. He's like, I guess in bed right now. Right?
Yes.
He's in the region of the Pacific known as the Hawaiian Islands.
Yes.
Yes. Celebrating Christmas week out there for I guess job purposes, duty calls, and it's on Christmas Eve here. So he's the one who does all of like the pulling of the levers and pushing of buttons and patching of cords and things like that, and he gave Rob, I think, a 15-second tutorial, and 14 of those seconds were incorrect information. So
let's just put it out there, right? Because we can. I think you're up in there now, there, Brucey. Are you ready to go in there, pal?
Oh,
what's up?
Thank God! I was going to say he's going to give us the cold shoulder now.
So over there in studio, let me get this off. So over there in our good old conference studio to give us live traffic updates and keep everybody informed. Is our own Bruce Hummer, another alum here at the station. Welcome back. Bachelor number 2, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you came in today because it was, we need all the help we can get today.
Right. All hands on deck.
So anyway, so as Kaz mentioned, Derek isn't here, right? So and typically, we all have degrees from this university. We know how to work our board and stuff like that. But some of this technology has evolved. Some of this technology has evolved since we've last met here with all this stuff.
Automation.
And we were supposed to have this big produced open, and it was produced, but we can't find it. And we were supposed to have...
We know how to run the board, except 7 o'clock would argue otherwise. That's nothing. at
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
We were joking earlier. It was like trying to defuse a bomb, right?
Right. And he automated the station, I think, until about 8:15.
Yeah.
Because I guess he didn't believe that we were all going to wake up and get here. And like, well, I don't think I gave him the key. I better automate till 8:15.
Well, so he gives me this key, right? So let's put this. We're going to put this all out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Derek's
Go ahead.
going to hate this.
Air
right?
his dirty laundry out.
Yeah.
He runs this joint, but, look what he did to us.
Yeah. So Derek
Back to sleigh over us.
So Derek gives me this key about a week and a half ago and says, "This is the key that's going to get you. This is the castle, right? Key to the castle of entering Bosworth Hall." I take this key. Now, this is I have older keys. Obviously, I have a key to my office, which looks very similar. And then I have another key that is an old key that I used to have here when I worked at the radio station. I just never turned it back in. And Derek said, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that. They've changed the locks. That key does not work any longer, yada, yada."
Told them.
So I used...
He's only the general manager. He
So
doesn't
this
need to know that.
morning, obviously, because we were trying to be a timely show and get on the air at 7, because many years we have not been on the air at 7, we are outside now trying to gain access to the building.
With Christmas presents falling everywhere, cauldrons of coffee, cookies, donuts.
And I have Derek's key because he said, "This is the one to use, Rob. This is the one to use. This will get you in." I get the key and I go to put it in the lock, and guess what? It doesn't work.
Bum, 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 bum.
It doesn't work. Can you imagine? Right? So that was.
It's like on The Price is Right when you turn the key in the Ford Fiesta and it doesn't.
You don't want to win that dang thing anyway.
Now, was he when he was giving you these instructions?
Yeah.
Did he wink after each one? Was there any
Was he-
indication that he was?
Was he watching
Pulling
NFL
your-
football at the time?
This is the key. This is how you play the
So
open.
then you said Bruce would be here, and I said, "Well, he has been the key
That's
previously
right.
and busted open doors for us."
Bruce will be here. We'll get in.
Probably thought you meant like, what are the keys for the Packers to win tonight? That's what he was.
So then I go and I
Good
figure,
running game.
let me by chance see if my work key works. So jingle jangle, that does not work. Okay, that does not work.
Because you're the only one here who is an employee of Rowan University. at this
Exactly.
So
right?
well, at least I trust you, but
Yeah.
apparently.
So then I say, well, here's this old key that that Derek said, is going to never work again in my life because it was the promotion closet here, and we've changed locks.
Throw it out. Do me a favor. Get rid of it.
So I
Don't do
go,
nothing.
let's see if I can use this one. What do you know? Inside, click, and I'm in. I mean, what is the case? So we gain access using basically a 20-year-old key.
Yeah. It's like MacGyver standing out there.
The good news is at 12:10, if we want to head over to Hushmanzada's office, we can get in over there too.
Hushman.
Oh, that guy.
Hushmanzada is a football player. Ollie
That was a Derekism right there.
Yeah.
Hushmanzada fantasy team 2006.
So we're hoping that Bruce has really good material today.
Yes.
And we're hoping that we have a lot of CDs because we don't know how to work this computer now the way it's situated.
We may be singing the Christmas songs by 8:30.
And so here's what Derek was concerned about, the 36 hours.
Yeah.
He actually is sending somebody else in to manage that piece.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Somebody else is coming in to load that. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, at least that'll be okay.
That'll be good. This will be a train wreck.
Who knows? Maybe that person will show up 4 hours early and show us what to do.
They'll show up with their own key. They'll come in a side door back here we don't know about. All right. Well, we are going to play music on this Christmas Eve show, but we just had to air some dirty laundry because I'm getting massive texts now coming in, and none of them are the person that we need to talk to. But they're all from my dopey friends that are listening that are here just to kind of rip the start of it all. So we will say that if you have any requests, 856-863-9457. We probably won't have your song because
Just send them if you want to. Just text them in with the lyrics.
Yeah, we are going to be giving you some fun times with some Christmas stuff that we're going to have. Bruce always has good material, and I hope he's got extra this year.
God,
Just by that reaction,
on the spot.
we have nothing. So, but look, we're going to try to make do with what we got here. It is Mark Heshabinski, Jason Helder, Rob Lightfoot, and Bruce Hummer on the highways and byways in there. And I can see he's already looking hard at his screen in there. We can't imagine for the first traffic update that happens for your dining and dancing pleasure. We think we've gotten everything under control, though. I feel better about our situation.
Do you?
Not really. No, in your parlance of running and 5Ks, it would be like trying to start a 5K
and the gun goes off and you're still trying to put your sneakers on, and you're running and trying to put your sneakers on at the same time? Is that good? Does that work?
I think that's
Okay.
right.
But at least you're running.
But at least, yeah. This is, we got off to a little rough start, but we're getting back on track. That's what the show does, and we persevere because it's the Christmas spirit. It's a Christmas miracle that we're actually inside this building. So
If Santa and Jesus aren't canceling Christmas this year, then neither are we.
no, and I hadn't seen the news stories about any of that
No,
happening.
me neither. No.
So I think we're good to go. So JC, this is your first time back in what, 2 years now? Because last time you filled in for Kaz.
Yep, that was my last time. That
That would have been 2013.
4 years
Christmas
ago.
of 2013.
Good math, Rob.
Yeah. Well,
Close enough.
It's close.
Our last few shows were very memorable, as you can tell.
Two.
I listen to them often.
I meant at least two. No, I'm excited to be back. I'm always happy to accept the invitation. Derek's shoes are enormously large to fill.
we can't find anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's so. This is how he keeps job security on this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's why he has it.
I think that's why he's got help coming in later. It's like, well, there's no way, given that I didn't give them one accurate instruction, there's no way it's going to go well. No, but I'm excited to be here for Christmas Eve show.
So now-
Christmas, awesome time of the year. I've got kids that are in that in the target range, in the key range. They love Christmas, so lots of excitement.
So what's going on now at the Helder Mansion?
Is anyone milling about?
Yeah. You're in that high rent district back in Bexhill Farms now.
As I was leaving, my daughter Jessica was up, but I was telling her that she wanted to get some sleep.
What's
got a long
Matt
day.
sleeping in?
Oh, he at 6 o'clock he wouldn't be up. Yeah, he's sleeping. He was still fast asleep. But
He's taking that to Christina.
yeah, they're up by now. I'm sure they're billing about. We're ready to go. We're ready to go in terms of all of the logistics and things that have to get done towards Christmas. We're in pretty good shape. I think they had to go out and make one stop today, but that was it. But otherwise, we're ready to rock and roll.
Oh,
Christmas
good.
Eve mass tonight. Looking forward to that. See some family. Good times.
Now, what time will that start? Are you doing the midnight?
No, we'll hit the 4 o'clock mass.
Okay, well, that's
But you got to get there. You got to get there by about 3, because
all of the all the Eastern Christmas Catholics will be taking all the good seats.
Wait, what is that?
Because church gets packed a couple days out of the year, and this happens to be one of them. So.
Right. This is like for your Philadelphia 76ers, like they charge you more for the Golden State Warriors game than they do like when like the Bucks are in town. It's like the high rent holiday.
This is a Warriors game.
Now, Bruce, you have I can't see over the papers.
Is he in there?
He is in there.
Are you in there?
I want to pull these papers down. Can I pull these papers down?
Yeah, well, listen, there was just something foul in the studio that I just
can we talk about that?
And I just kicked out to the lobby. So
you moved it out of
I
here.
moved it. Go on.
I don't think. Let's talk about that next break because then we'll be going on until like 7:45. But Bruce, so you have some youngins at home, right? You've got two youngins.
Yes, I do.
So what's going on at your house right now? Is your wife killing us that we stole you for this early set of hours?
No, I don't even think they're awake yet. So
Nice.
They didn't wake up when I was up at 4:45 to make the long trek down here. Me and the Sherpas filed into the car to navigate down here. But no, they've been actually bouncing off the walls for the past 2 weeks, all excited that Santa's on his way.
Yeah.
And speaking of Santa, real quick, he's actually in the Fiji Islands right now.
Oh, he's in the
This is not too far from where Jones is, right?
Well, can
Can Santa ring his jingle bells outside of Rudolph kicked Jones's window or something as he goes by?
Yeah, can he knock on his door?
Oh, wake up, you lazy sack of... The boys are floundering back in New Jersey. Oh, you're incompetent at your job. Oh, Santa loves you.
Santa loves you. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's good. Well, thank you for that update. We are going to be giving you Santa updates. So all the boys and girls out there in the listening area that are listening to this show, this is how you want to be a professional when you grow up. You know,
Well, his cell phone ring's not waking him up, so hopefully the ring of jingle bells will do the trick.
I better put this on silent. I won't want to be disturbed.
We tried to. We talked about this. Probably not at the best locale when we talked about this. I
can imagine.
It probably
Yeah.
slipped.
The library.
The library. Sure. He mentioned to me. He's like, "Well, I could do the first block, because I'd probably still be up at like 2 a.m." I'm like, "Yeah, we could do that." You know what I mean?
He knows the show's running on Eastern Standard Time, right?
Yeah. so I don't know. So it just didn't happen. But we are going to go for our first traffic update of First traffic update because I found the sounder and we're going to keep it up here. All right, Bruce.
All right. Well, good morning, WGLS traffic north. Everything is fine northbound up in the state of Maine.
Guess who's calling, by the way? I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have a call from Hawaii on the line. Keep going.
Well, if you're traveling up towards Maine right now, you're in good hands driving up there. But actually, WGLS traffic south. There is actually an accident on Route 73 southbound by Green Tree Road. All lanes are closed. If you're taking the turnpike, exit 4 south, there's an accident, so use caution. Around Rowan University, all lanes are clear from looking outside this window. And traffic is brought to you by Carl's Construction. Let's get hammered together. And traffic is also brought to you by Fred's Fitness Club. Don't be a brat. Burn that fat. Now back to you guys.
We mentioned at the top of the hour. So we just to explain to this man what we did to him, basically. Derek is joining us now from Hawaii. He's got we finally got the coconut hooked up.
Yeah.
And he's able to talk to us. Now, Derek, I have to be completely honest. We put all the cards out on the table and explained at the very, very beginning of the show exactly why there was some faulty production in the beginning. But we are back on track, and it's beautiful, and you are live from Honolulu, Hawaii. Derek, aloha.
Morning, boys. How we doing?
You sound up and awake.
Let me give you the last 30 minutes here. So I was trying to stay awake until the beginning of the show.
Okay.
And then because I kept looking at the phone, I was laying down, I kept looking at the phone. I was like, all right, I haven't gotten a call yet, so they'll figure it out. They'll be good. And then
Great idea.
I dozed off.
You know us so well.
And then my roommate wakes me up by going to the bathroom. And I said, well, let me look at my phone because I don't know what time it is. And then I see that I've missed 4 calls. I've missed a message. I listened to the message. We can't get into the building. Oh. But it's all okay now.
But it's all good because it's a Christmas miracle we're here now.
Did your roommate know that you were looking to get up at a certain time, or did she just need to get to the bathroom?
That's an honest question.
I told my roommate that I was probably going to do this morning, and he said that he's like, "Can you ask to tape delay the conversation?" He wanted me to do a pre-recorded segment, so I didn't wake him up. But,
can I say something about this roommate? Because he doesn't listen to this program, does he?
Yeah,
Well, he's not right
gonna
now.
hear it.
Well, yeah.
And even if he does.
he's definitely not listening
There's
right
been a
now.
couple instances where he's not passing the sniff test with me, and it's Christmas Eve, so I want to be nice about it. But we got to change we got to change up his routine. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really don't care what that guy thinks.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So
either.
let me ask you. Let me ask. So, what was the thought behind? What was the need? Like, what was your schedule like to where you had to stay all the way up until the start of the show? Like, it was because you didn't want to have to set an alarm, like go to bed yesterday or last night, and then wake up.
Well, for the uninitiated, of course, Hawaii is not 3 hours back like, the California and what have you.
It's Thursday where you're at right now, right?
No, it's 5 hours behind.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 2 days behind.
So it's 5 hours behind. So basically, as the East Coast is, ready to roll, we're still working on late Saturday evening here-ish. So, so we had a game at some point this afternoon, and then ate dinner and all that stuff. I was in the room about 10:30 West Coast time. I would have had to stay up until 2, and I didn't make it.
Well, that's my question.
That's what Jay's kind of saying.
Yeah, like, so
why don't you just go to bed?
Like, once your day ended at 10, right?
Yeah.
10:30?
That's what about time.
Yeah.
So why did you, when your day ends at 10, just say, okay, I got like 4 more hours to go? Why didn't you just go to sleep?
Well, because my sleep pattern, I knew I couldn't just sleep all the way. First of all, I just can't go to bed at 11 o'clock. It's just not I can't do it.
Okay.
Like, it's just tough to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, but on top of that, my sleeping schedule out here has been messed up beyond belief because I flew back and forth from coast to coast this week, and I just haven't. Since I did that, I just have not been able to get. I've been able to get right the whole week with going to bed here, there, and all that. So it's been. Your idea is certainly a fair and very good one, but
it's not really an idea. It's like the way of life. Like your day ends,
you sleep,
yeah,
and then you wake up.
I haven't like pioneered this thought. Like
No.
this is.
But if
just
there's
the way-
anybody that could, you could.
So are you close enough to? Are you close enough to the mainland to get like? Does your Tinder app work out there? Or are you like too far? Is that like zip code driven? How does that work? Is that because I feel like maybe that played into the story somehow.
It's funny. It's funny you asked that question because
Oh, it is funny, is it?
Tinder for those for the folks that use it.
Yeah, explain.
They
what
know
it is.
that Tinder now.
For those
like,
that don't know,
if you have likes or whatever, they're trying to get you to pay for that stuff now. So I haven't really. They're like trying to bribe you. They're like, there are people in the area who like you, and
But they're
you're gonna
ugly
have to
for
pay
free.
$19.99 over 3 months to figure it out.
Oh gosh! All right, so you're having no luck out there with Tinder. So obviously, you fired the app open a couple times out there. Is what you're telling us. But you just kind of look. I'm waving the white flag.
no, you are the best.
Yeah, I'm going to wave the white flag in the air. Bravo to you for calling in on this Christmas and really kind of helping us sort of navigate.
Do we have? Can we ask him one more question?
What do you have?
We run out of time.
No, you're good.
I think we're all kind of curious. What is Christmas like in Hawaii? Does it? Because you've been on the East Coast your entire life, right? In a traditional East Coast Christmas kind of feel. What is Christmas like in Hawaii?
It's like Christmas in July. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, they do. Well, first of all, it's not as in your face as it is on the East Coast. So, like, there's certain parts you'll walk around, certain times you'll walk around where you kind of forget what time of year it is. So, I mean, that mixed in the weather, like they're playing Christmas music and all that stuff, but it's just like it's not quite the same at all. It's just a different feel. It's like Christmas is kind of sort of in the atmosphere. Like you would think this is like the beginning of November rather than Christmas Eve out here. It just doesn't feel Christmas to me.
The lights and the decorations, does that all happen? But not. That's the difference part. The
Not nearly enough. The stores really aren't decorated.
Yeah.
Out here, there's some lights around in the areas and stuff, but it's not really decorated.
You're basically describing my house. That's pretty much what you're describing. It's not decorated, and there's some lights. That's what it is. Well, Derek, how much do you miss us back at home? I've seen the pictures online, and it looks like you're really sort of like depressed that you're not with us on this morning show and Bruce and his traffic updates and all.
It's real crippling, I got to tell you.
Yeah, it sounds like you're devastated.
It's crippling.
I'm broken up about it beyond belief. Let me just say something real quick. Quick shout out to my mom because my mom is without both her children this holiday season.
Oh, wow. Way to do that to her.
So she. What's that?
Way to do that to her, Derek.
I know. Well, I'm out, and then my brother, he can't make it because UPS has a shortage on delivery people. So he actually has to come out of retirement and deliver packages over the next couple of days.
Wow.
To the area. So it's it is what it is, but we'll have Christmas eventually at some point.
Yeah, next year. That's when Christmas rolls around again. It's next year. Well, in your honor, Derek, we are going to play one of the good old classics from our good friend Bing. It's Mele Kalikimaka. Derek, go back to sleep, bro.
Merry Christmas, Derek.
Thank you.
It's Christmas time, a time for gift giving and family traditions. Rowan Radio enjoys celebrating your family traditions with you. Heck, we even have one of our own traditions that has its own very deep roots with many of you listeners out there. It's the Early Bird Christmas Eve show. For the last 19 years, you've invited us into your living rooms, your cars, and frankly, your lives to enjoy this festive, entertaining morning show. So without further ado, Welcome to the 19th annual Early Bird Christmas Eve show with Derek Jones, Rob Light.
Cut. You've got an old script. Derek's not on the show this year.
Really? No Derek? But it's tradition. Like, who's going to keep the show on track? I mean, who's going to keep the show on time? Who's doing it?
Yeah, not with Derek. He said the other day, tradition my rear end. I need a year away from these slack-jaw, coffee-spilling hacks. I'm Derek Jones, blah, 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 et cetera, whatever. The other guys, Rob and Kaz, they're still on. And some other guy named Heldar, I think. He's filling in for Derek.
Wow, okay. No Derek. Well, okay, well. This ought to go off the rails very fast. So without further ado, welcome to the 19th annual Early Bird Christmas Eve show with Rob Lightfoot, Mark Kashubinsky, and Jason Helder.
Now that's the open we were hoping for. That's how we were hoping to sort of start things off here. You know what I'm saying? My gosh, that's what I was talking about. You're on.
Am I on? I can't hear myself.
You're on. I hear you.
Okay.
That's the main thing. The people out there hear you.
You know what? If only I had told Derek when he was on the phone that I spilled coffee, espresso, motor oil, extra virgin olive oil, mayonnaise, everything, and emptied everything out.
Well, he would probably say, well, there's a closet there to clean it out. You have the key to it. And we'd be like, no, we don't have the key to it. So it is Jay, it's Kaz, it's Rob. In Studio Bay over there, our traffic studio, is our good friend, Bruce Hummer, joining us all the way from North Jersey. It's good that you're here.
Yeah,
Yes,
you came from the northest of Jersey.
So
That's right.
So was there any traffic when you came down?
No. Actually, no. It was pretty much smooth sailing, except for, actually, I should say there was a slowdown on 70 because there was apparently a deer on the side of the road. But that's about it.
Are we saving that for one of the other shows? Don't put out your A material now.
Well, that was A material? Yeah. That was just material.
Oh, okay. All right.
Reindeer have to take a nap. They have a big night tonight.
We should say, in addition to Bruce's compelling traffic reports throughout the program, we also have a couple of fun things to get to at some point. We have a brand new game, Christmas Family Feud, which I have
good.
I have tweaked a little bit, so all three of you can be contestants, and I'll go ahead and be Ray Combs or Louis Anderson or whoever, Jay's buddy Louis Anderson, whatever host you want me to be. Also have a game called Ho Ho or Humbug, in which I have a list of many Christmas cultural traditions from around the world, and you have to guess which one is legit and which one is bogus.
Oh, I love this one. I had something similar in mind, but I never got a chance to write it up.
And should we have time with it, my good buddy down in Salem County there, Matt Tizio, and I drafted up another Christmas bracket this year. We slimmed it down, though it's not as epic and robust, and robust as last year's.
Last year's took us to we had to go to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We were still breaking.
Yeah, we barely had time to open presents last year, which we will be getting to at some point also. But this one is actually not Christmas songs. It's a field of 32 all-time great Christmas characters.
Oh, 'cause I had a question. I wanted to know if Mariah Carey was going to defend her title this year.
She's going to win she's going to win Christmas characters this year as well.
I hope
She did not win last year, but it's funny. I was talking to someone else and said, "Oh man, I can't believe Mariah." I was like, "No, Mariah. That was the irony of it. She knocked off all sorts of iconic standard singers on her way to the finals, and then she got knocked off by Bing and Bowie."
Oh, that's right. I voted for Mariah.
You were you played heel. While Jones and Lightfoot here were railroading Mariah into the finals, they voted. They turned their backs on her when she got to the finals.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. What's best for business?
Well, you can only hold her up for so often. If you went to any of her concerts recently, you know that.
It's all about the Christmas spirit here on the
blimp being carried around the stage.
All right, okay. I was trying to meld in the Christmas spirit there, but obviously we got to the cookies instead. Which, by the way, I can't wait.
Is Santa in Cambodia right now?
Cookies is they're on the floor over there. I have to just pick them up.
Cookie crumbs?
No, they're still in the wrapping and stuff like that. But I just throw them down when we try to get this thing on the rails.
Oh, it'll go well with the milk I spilled over there.
Yeah, we can start licking the carpet now. So we have Bruce, we have Cass, we have Jay, we have Rob. It is our Christmas Eve early bird extravaganza. In case you're looking for Derek, we talked to him earlier.
Yeah, we already talked to Skeletor.
Yeah. Broadcasting live.
I was either Derek or Dikembe Mutombo. I'm not sure who we talked to.
We got to remember, it's I don't know what kind of landlines they have.
I'm in Hawaii right now. I have pineapple for breakfast. Merry Christmas.
I think Dikembe was going to be joining.
Did you guys get into station okay?
I wish he asked us that.
Yeah.
How did you get it?
You guys got into station? I failed.
Yeah. It was like trying.
Jason Helder called upon the baby Jesus to get you in, didn't he?
It was like getting into the station was like a video game where you're playing the big boss. You know what I mean? And you gotta like try to figure out.
Finish him.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So, but it basically was. So when I told Derek, and we'll get off of this because we've talked about this a lot.
No. We used to have many hours.
Okay. So when I mentioned to Derek,
Bruce, am I right about that or what?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
yeah, Bruce will run anything into the ground. So when I talked to Derek off mic about the key situation, he goes, "Well, did you try the other doors?" I didn't think that was an option. You know what I mean?
I figured all the doors had probably the same. I would just assume they all the same lock.
That was
right?
my thing, but I don't know that.
You mean to tell me each one of those doors has a different lock?
But that
What
Price
is
is
Alice
Right.
in Wonderland? Yeah, the Price is Right.
It is the Price is Right. You got to turn your lock on there. So before we get, we are going to be playing obviously some more of your favorite Christmas tunes and stuff like that, and trying to keep it as fun and light as we can today. So we're going to go off script, which is why the free form and going back and forth. It has nothing to do with the fact that we don't know what we're really doing.
No, right.
No.
But we have Brucey in there who's got a NORAD Santa update. What do we have in there, Bruce? Where is he now? Last thing was what, Machu Picchu, you said?
He was. He actually was just seen in Guam, and he's on his way to Papua New Guinea.
Ooh.
Papua New
Is
Guinea.
that next to Papa Shango?
Yes, actually.
Wait till he gets to Israel. And now that Trump has moved the
the
embassy there to Jerusalem.
He should get there a lot easier.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly.
A lot easier than we got into the station. See how fast I dropped it? So Cass, so what do you have in front of you there? I see you have something.
Did you want to get to? Well,
Yeah.
I don't have a. You want to do a game?
Let's do a game.
Is it time for a game?
Do you think it's time for
you know
a game?
What? That's a great idea because you know what happens each year. I feel like let's save it. We'll save it for next hour, and then before you know it, it's like already 11 o'clock. We're trying to. Okay, so I'll leave the option to you guys. We can either do. The Family Feud I need to do a little bit of prepping on. How about we do ho-ho or humbug?
Perfect. I like that.
Let's do that. So I'm going to just, I guess, do a rotation here, and we'll kind of keep score. There are 21 different traditions that I culled from around the internet. Maybe some of them came from between my ears here. All right? Some of these are legit. Some of these are actual cultural holiday traditions from, the various corners of the globe. And some of them are just some bupkis that I made up, okay? So we'll see how sharp y'all are and how many of these that you can get correct.
And if we think it's a legit.
If it's legit, you say, ho-ho! Okay. If it's nonsense, you say, humbug. Okay? In honor of everyone's favorite miser, Ebenezer Scrooge. Okay, who wants to start?
I'll start. Okay, I'll start. I'm always up for games.
Roberto. Ho-ho or humbug? If you're in Caracas, Venezuela, and would like to attend Christmas Mass, I hope you know how to skate. Locals have developed the strange tradition of journeying to Mass on roller skates. Ho-ho or humbug?
I got to say humbug on that one. I don't believe any of that.
That is true, sir.
What?
That is actually true.
So weird it'd have to be, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Truth is sometimes stranger than fiction.
Wait, do you know who writes this stuff?
I know.
This is not fake news. This is a real tradition. All right, Brucey, we'll go to you next, buddy. Okay. On Christmas morning, ho-ho or humbug? On Christmas morning in the Scottish Highlands, townspeople sometimes wait hours in line to pay homage to a sheep named Lachlan, who, according to ancient folklore, is said to have been present at the original nativity. Ho-ho or humbug?
Ho-ho.
That is false, sir.
I want to believe that one.
It sounds good, though, right?
I want to believe that.
I know,
Awesome.
exactly.
And so that and the skate.
Well, you should go to the Scottish Highlands on your next vacation and find out. And look for Lachlan. Ask around.
Wasn't there a basketball game there next year? Isn't that where
I think
Derek
so.
said
I think Rowan's playing in the Heritage's Highlands. The Scottish Heritage's. All right. My bull.
Yeah.
Jasus Helder. Ho-ho or humbug, Jesus. Rather than Santa Claus, Italian children await the arrival... I did that for Tonya. I hope Tonya's listening. Italian children await the arrival of Befana, a friendly witch who delivers sweets and toys on the 5th of January. Ho-ho or humbug?
It's humbug. Bah humbug.
That is ho-ho, true.
Yeah, see, I was going to say, I thought that sounded really legit.
All right. So
So
far...
you stumped all of us.
Have you guys gotten any of these right yet?
No,
Oh,
I'm keeping
great.
score. I'm keeping score right
Okay,
here.
I'm going to put an X. Okay, here we go. Roberto, back to you, buddy.
Yeah, sure.
In Dutch tradition, festivities begin each year in mid-November when Sinterklaas arrives via steamboat at a designated seaside town, supposedly from Spain. Ho-ho or humbug?
Why are you laughing? This is Santa Claus.
I'm just trying to throw the field. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to say ho-ho.
You're correct, sir. You are correct. Sinterklaas comes by steamboat from
Thank you.
Spain. How about that? Okay, Brucey.
Yes.
Ho-ho or humbug? Rather than traditional ornaments or garland, children in the Ukraine decorate their Christmas trees with rotten fruit in hopes that Father Christmas will replace it with fresh fruit and toys on Christmas morning.
Ho-ho.
That is false, sir. How dare you? The poor Ukrainian children putting dead fruit on the tree.
They also hang up dirty socks. hoping
Hot
clean
socks.
stockings come.
Hoping that Father Christmas will wash them, perhaps. Okay, Jacius, we're back to you, buddy.
Okay.
As we stay in the European continent, in Portugal, it is customary for Saint Nicholas to arrive on horseback and cut the head off a chicken, signaling the start of the Christmas Eve feast. Ho ho or humbug?
Wait, in Portugal?
In
or
Portugal. Yeah. What did you say?
No, he's asking a clarifying question.
I absolutely think that's ho ho, and I just wanted to know if it was in the right country.
Asking a clarifying
Yeah,
question.
it's in Portugal.
Yeah,
Portugal.
ho ho.
No, sir. False.
So it was the wrong country.
No. Yes, there is no.
You were
no
thinking of the other
that
Portugal.
happens in
There
Spain.
are no headless chickens running around Portugal for Father Christmas. Okay, Bobby, we're back to you, babe.
Got it, babe.
Okay. Ho ho or humbug? Thanks to a savvy Kentucky for Christmas advertising campaign in the 70s, many Japanese families now dine at KFC on Christmas, enjoying a meal consisting of fried chicken, cake, and champagne. Ho-ho or humbug?
I'm going ho-ho.
Absolutely, sir. The Colonel. Wow, Rob, you are in the lead, man.
See,
You got
I know
two
my
right
traditions,
now.
man. I know my traditions.
You're in touch with the world.
Yeah,
you're
thank you.
you're a globalist. We're
We're going back to Bruce now.
Brother Brucey.
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve in Poland, who, by the way, rebuked the European Union, so go Poland, my brothers. On Christmas Eve in Poland, children believe that eating a traditional pastry called patski while eating it upside down will result in them getting extra gifts from St. Nicholas.
Humbug.
Yes, very good,
Wow.
sir.
All right, so he's on the board. So it's now 2, Rob. Bruce is 1.
And the next
Jay,
man is 0.
The, what do we call him? The prince of...
The Prince of Pensville, the Pontiff of Pensgrove.
yeah.
The Prince of Pilesgrove. Here we go. Get on the board here. Represent. The citizens of the Spanish community of Catalonia include in their nativity scenes the figure of Cagagne, which is a small figure of a defecating man.
I want this to be true. I so want this to be
Ho
so
ho
true.
or humbug, Mr.
Inside
Helder.
the actual nativity scene?
As a little figurine of
a
Cagagne,
defecating-
of a defecating man known as Cagagne.
By the way,
Is
this
he
is our
set up
Christmas...
between the wise men?
I don't
and
know
the
where he
donkey?
is. I think he's posting up one of the wise men, maybe.
This is our Christmas Eve
Humbug.
show, by the way. He says humbug.
That's bah humbug.
Cagagne symbolizes fertilizing the earth, and acts as a reminder of the and listen, you'll like this, and acts as a reminder of the grotesque act of the crucifixion. So
Thank
this
you.
is actually true. All right.
The symbolism is amazing.
Symbolism is amazing and stinky too.
Yeah.
So you got that one wrong. All right, Roberto, back
Who's
to you.
making
babe.
that connection?
I don't know. This you shouldn't even get this one, but go ahead. In Latvia, a group of mummers dressed in a variety of costumes travel from house to house on Christmas. Each household must give them a treat in return for a blessing.
I'm going ho-ho.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Of course.
My
See
guess is
them
the
on-
treat is alcohol based. If I had to take a stab at it.
Only the finest liqueurs.
I think it's Bruce's turn.
Brother Brucey.
Oh, those drunk singers are out there. Quick, give them something. Let them head over to the Hendersons.
We don't sing. For you.
Brother Brucey.
You do after enough stops.
That is your third
Right,
one.
actually.
Good for you, Rob. Three so far.
Thank
for
you so much, sir. Thank you.
BGH. Instead of passing around the mince pies, South Africans snack on Christmas caterpillars from the emperor moth. They are deep fried and served on Christmas Day. True or false, sir?
Ho ho.
You're correct.
All right.
There
Bruce,
you go.
You're getting on the
That's
board
not
here.
fair. He spends a lot of time in South
Well,
Africa.
listen, this is all randomized, okay? You're up next, Mr. Helder. You have yet to get on the board, so this could be your time. In Singapore, a Christmas Eve tradition involves family members spanking each other as a means of cleansing themselves of sin before the arrival of the Christ child.
Wait, Singapore or Singapore?
In Singapore.
That's ho-ho.
That is false, sir. How dare you play on that stereotype? You think everyone who goes to Singapore just gets spanked by the locals there? Oh, my goodness. All right,
Not
Rob.
everyone, just the people looking for absolution.
Good point. Roberto.
Is this going to bury this, by the way? Can I win this thing by now?
I think so. I'm out. I think you're going to clinch the first
good.
overall seed.
All right, thank you.
One odd German tradition includes hiding a glass pickle ornament in the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. And don't you know the first child to discover it in the morning receives a small gift?
I absolutely know this to be ho-ho.
You are correct, sir.
Hold on, no. There's
Yeah,
no way. Wait
yeah.
a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said it, in Germany.
In Germany.
They start Christmas with a hide the pickle game.
No, it didn't say. It just.
That's how Christmas starts?
It's not the start. No one said start.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's part of the tradition. It's just one odd tradition.
Hide the pickle is part of the tradition.
It's hide the pickle.
This is why
Don't
Derek
you do
needs-
that in the Helder house? All right.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, so Bruce, moving on to you, sir.
Yes.
If you ever have Christmas dinner in Greenland, and boy, I bet you will someday, you might find some interesting things on your plate, including raw whale skin served with blubber and sealskin stuffed with dead auk birds.
Well, considering we're going to be doing traffic from there shortly, humbug.
Oh, that's true, sir. That is true.
Oh, darn.
Nothing like that
I don't think you have to
sealskin
go-
stuff with dead birds.
I don't think you have to go back to Jay unless you do have a final a winner, a home run there.
Let me see if I have a home run.
The more defecating manger scenes.
I know.
Okay.
Jay's got the spanking and the.
Okay, here we go. Jay, on Christmas Day in Romania, the men of the family usually play a traditional ball game similar to soccer, but instead of using a standard soccer ball, a petrified pig's bladder is used as the game ball. Ho-ho or humbug?
Ho-ho.
No, come on.
Come on.
Jeez, that's gross.
And by the way, Kaz is writing a majority of these.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I would think a pig's bladder is buoyant enough to play soccer with. It only makes sense to me. It could be any part of the animal.
Well, Rob, I think you won.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Well
very
done.
much. I appreciate
Your
the-
prize
the
is
support.
the pig's bladder waiting out there next to the donuts.
I can't wait.
It's not. I spilled it all over the floor. It's actually not there.
All right. Well, we did mention traffic, and we are going to hit it because guess what? It's bound to be good. Honestly, like I missed the first one, so I'm looking forward to traffic report number 2. Metro traffic with our own Bruce Hummer. Bruce, take it away.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So let's take a look at WGLS traffic north. Terminal D, parking lot 5 at LaGuardia Airport is full. I repeat, it is full. So if you're heading up there, you better find a different terminal. WGLS traffic west.
West.
If you're driving through Cincinnati, all clear. All clear. And finally, WGLS traffic south. Accident on Route 73 southbound by Green Tree Road. All lanes are closed. New Jersey Turnpike south, exit 4. There's an accident. Use caution. All clear right around the campus of Rowan University from what I see out the window.
But wait, is that traffic? Is that turnpike traffic legit?
Yes.
Is that really a backup?
You have to get there to find out.
All of this is legit.
It's a shame we have to ask.
I know, right? I thought we were
All
trying to
this is
offer a
legit.
It may
service.
not be geographically prevalent, but it is legitimate.
Yeah, it is
you know?
legitimate.
It's all
yes.
legit.
All right, I'm sorry.
find
Parking
out
lot's
when you-
full up there.
Go ahead.
You'll
Go
find
ahead.
out when you get there.
Is Kaganye defecating on the turnpike
Yes.
right now?
Who are our sponsors for
All
this
right.
lovely traffic update, Bruce?
Uh,
Unless you want the music
WGLS
back
traffic
underneath.
is brought to you by Mike's Mufflers. No appointment necessary. We hear you coming. Also brought to you
That
by
was a repeat, by the way, wasn't it? That's a repeat from last year.
Well, I mean, we do have sponsors that repeat with us.
Okay,
Come on.
my bad.
Yes. So is the traffic.
I thought they would
report. What's the
just. I thought they would just freshen up their copy. That's all I would hope. I was just hoping they.
It's the same traffic report.
Traffic is also brought to you by Paul's Pool Sharks, where the buyer is our chum. And we got one more.
Oh, God. No, are you sure you want to use 3?
Traffic
keep going.
is also brought to you by Penny's Plastic Surgery Center, correcting nature's mistakes. Now back to you.
He's obviously leaving in an hour. All right. We're going to get off to a quick break. It's our Christmas Eve early bird extravaganza. Stick with us. So let's get an update on Santa right now from our own Santa correspondent in the other room. Bruce?
Where is that?
Yeah, Santa has just left Darwin, Australia, and is headed to East Timor.
Where's East Timor? Is that
Right
next
next
to
to
West
West Timor.
Is that next to Halmata?
How meta, baby?
No, but it's a place where we'll probably do traffic soon.
Yeah,
so.
I don't. I don't.
The alpacas are backing up in East Timor.
Yeah. So let me. So Bruce. So you have younger children. So it's kind of more apropos to ask you, I guess, than Jay, because as they age, kids obviously have bigger and more expensive requests from Santa.
That's true.
But for your youngins, what's like the big toy this year that everybody's kind of going for?
There are these things called LOL dolls.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you've heard of these things.
No.
They come in like a ball, and basically there's actually a doll that's in this ball, and there's like secret compartments with like 5 or 6 different like accessories, and you go into the ball and you pull out these accessories and then open the accessory bag to find out what they are, kind of like surprise bag things. They're popular, but even more popular that I thought my kids just did, but apparently a lot of other kids do. They go on YouTube and watch people open this stuff up online and watch just people open gifts online. That's like a big thing.
No offense, but I'm glad I have a son.
Yeah.
To deal with all these dopey dolls.
But isn't this very similar to last year's big toy, which was like the Hatchimal?
Oh,
Remember the
yeah.
Hatchimal? You don't hear anything about those anymore.
Bruce, was Santa able to find that last year? Was he able to find a Hatchimal for you guys last year?
Yes, we Santa found us 2 Hatchimals for the 2 girls. They hatched it within the half hour, and that
was over?
Sure enough, no, they played with.
Your Hatchimal, Bruce.
No, come on, you gotta give them a little more credit than that. About an hour and a half later, it was over with. Come on,
The Hesh Truck Hatchimal, right? Isn't it crazy? And they probably put it in the corner, and the Hatchimal craze is over.
And the funny thing about it was, here it is, 64 days later, and Hatchimals appeared on the list again this year. So
Did it
go
really?
figure.
Still?
Maybe I forgot they had it.
I don't know. They still had that thing. Now, Jay, how about you now? So, Jay, you got older sibling or older kids now here.
My siblings are older too.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
So I think that, like you said, the needs change, right? So it's a lot of it just sign of the time. So now they're more into technology and anything based like that. So it's games for Matt. He's interested in getting a lot of games for Xbox and things like that. They're looking to expand their technology world in terms of devices, things like that. So it's just a matter of...
So what's an example? Like they want an iPad?
Sure.
They want
or iPhone.
iPhone 8?
Yeah.
iPhone 10? Which one do they want?
Because now, and one of the things that you have to think about is like where their lives take them, and as they get older, their whole schedules change, and whereas before they're with you all the time, and now they're not. As they get older, they're at basketball practice by themselves or at different places. So those are all things you think of. They just want what everybody wants. Right? They're at that age where they know they look to what adults have and what everybody's asking for, and they just want to be a part of that.
Well, I can say that Santa will be good. I have no doubt that Santa will be stopping at both the Helder and the Hummer households once he gets through Phnom Penh over there where that key is.
Is he skipping my house or what?
I am, Cass.
Wow. Now I know how Bruce feels every year.
No. Well, I don't know what so what is Gabe requesting? What is Gabe asking Santa for?
Gabe's no longer crawling around the house.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, basically, any Hot Wheels playset that's the size of like a BMW.
Awesome.
Little. He likes little like DC superhero like action figures. he knows his he carries the Toys R Us gift catalog around like it's the King James Bible. Like he's got that thing. So every day it's like Gabe, what do you want? Page 8. This one, this that all that. So basically anything that Toys R Us sells, I guess.
And
he probably would like the LOL doll too if I bought him that.
Home of tax-free shopping too. Kaz gets a bonus when Santa shops down there.
The other thing that's changed, and Rob, you can appreciate this as a Philadelphia sports fan.
Sure.
Finally, the teams are turning the corner.
Yeah.
After a long time.
Are they?
Pretty
When was
terrible.
the last time the Sixers won a game?
Well, starting to turn the corner. It's a big corner.
Rob, did the Sixers win last night?
They did not.
Oh. One of your favorite follows on Twitter.
I love it. Anytime the Sixers lose, I retweet it.
Big Philly sports fan over there, folks.
So now as it's starting to turn the corner, Matt wants Eagles stuff.
Yeah.
He wants Sixers
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
so
no more Steph Curry stuff?
No, he's much more. He's kind of because they're
aging.
something. There's something to cheer for now, and there's somebody to latch onto. So that part is really cool. He's looking for Eagles gear, looking for Sixers stuff. So that part's fun.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that part's fun.
I hope he's not rooting for the Sixers because nobody can cheer.
He has to.
No, nobody can cheer that process.
By the time he's coming to Rowan, the process may have come to fruition. Who knows?
I can only hope that process never ever works. Do we have more traffic in there?
We always have traffic.
All right, so let's hit the good old sounder.
He doesn't know.
It's been so long, I forgot where we were on the break here. Let's go to our traffic studio with our own Bruce Hummer. Bruce, take it away.
All right, so let's look at WGLS traffic north. Again, Terminal D parking lot 5 at LaGuardia Airport is full.
Can we hit Philly International?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. WGLS traffic southwest. If you're heading in Dallas, there is some construction on 183, so careful if you're traveling through Dallas.
North or south?
He's reading paper
both
copies.
ways.
So how does
Both
he have
ways.
accurate, up-to-date information?
WGLS traffic south again. Accident on 73 southbound by Green Tree Road.
Is it ever going to be cleared?
No.
They're working on it.
How about 47? Is there anything in 47? Do you have anything?
No, but Turnpike South, exit 4, there's an accident still. Use caution.
Great.
It's all clear in the parking lot here.
Yeah.
Did a car hauler spill over? What are they doing?
Well, hey, you know what? Let's get to our sponsors.
Yeah, let's wait.
Maxwell House truck.
I'll give you the music for the sponsors.
There we
Go
go.
ahead.
All right.
They pay good money, damn it.
Exactly. WGLS traffic brought to you by Charlie's Funeral Parlor. We put the fun in funerals. Traffic's also brought to you by Rhonda's Restaurants. Don't stand there and be hungry. Come in and get fed up. And traffic is also...
That's a new one. That's actually a new
It's
one.
nice. It's nice.
And traffic's also brought to you by Springles Sprinklers. When we're finished, you'll be all wet. Now, back to you guys.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can try to hit like a local road that's near the
I
station.
just love how he just plows through. That's
yeah.
my favorite part.
He just doesn't.
He just plows through.
He has no idea what's
He's
going on.
got him. He's sending them.
Eating here. We're eating well. We have donuts out there. We've got cookie. What else do we have out there?
We got some delicious Valencia orange juice because Derek stiffed us this year and didn't bring the juice with the pulp. How come he didn't buy that ahead of time and leave it in the little fridge for us? That would have been nice of him, right? A little Christmas gift.
That
from
would
him
be
to
nice
us.
if we opened up like something in there and said, you know what, this is nice, Derek. Thank you so much.
Right, guys, I couldn't be there this year, but the OJ's in there. It's fresh squeeze, has some pulp, there's some cookies. Merry Christmas.
He didn't leave
Instead,
any
we get, what do you guys want? It's 2 o'clock out here.
How'd you get in?
What are you guys doing in there?
Well, look.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Derek.
He did leave.
His poor mom is probably listening to this, and she's like in tears right now. We love you, Mrs. Jones.
He
We
didn't
love
leave
Derek, too.
any good snacks or any drinks,
He
but he
didn't
did
leave
leave.
anything.
Well, no, that's
He didn't leave an open radio
There's
station. He didn't leave us access to the vital music computer. None of that stuff.
He did leave a vacuum and a mop though. Clean up after yourselves.
He also left the thermostat at 80.
Oh my God! Yeah,
It's blazing hot in here.
right. We have a little. Yeah, that was his final gift to us, is to leave the Hawaiian climate for us in here. He wanted us to
Feel
melt
like we're
it.
with them.
Yeah, he does like it hot. I had a sweatshirt on. I had a Rowan sweatshirt coming in, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this because I know what the station's going to be like. And last couple of years, though, honestly,
Yeah.
Christmas has been super hot. Like Christmas, has been
Disgusting.
disgustingly
Bad.
hot.
Yeah, right.
And now we're getting a little bit colder Christmas, but that's only outside.
Derek can't have that.
No, he can't have that.
What do you have his thermostat set at his apartment? It was like 81.
80.
He turned it down to, he turned it down a couple degrees. I was like, what is it at now? I was like, 79. I turned it down a couple degrees. I'm like, what?
We had to record a show at his apartment with windows open, and it was 15
the
degrees
coldest.
outside.
It was the coldest night of the year, literally, and we're the only schlemiels who had their windows open in the entire neighborhood because it was like there was like vines growing on the inside of the apartment.
Like he had it was cooking like 13, 18-pound turkeys.
There was like cockatoos flying around in there or something.
It was unbelievable in there.
Traffic. Okay, so WGLS traffic north. There's an overturned vehicle on the Garden State Parkway North near Wall Township and 195. So if you're driving up near where I live, my neck of the woods, be
Nobody lives that
mindful of
far
that.
north.
Many of us are.
WGLS traffic south. Route 73, there's still problems there. There's a downed pole. So that's why it's been taking a while now to get it cleared up. So the jug handle is closed out by...
It is not closed out because that's possibly on the stop for tonight. Could have picked that pole up by tonight.
The Ben Franklin and Betsy Ross and Walt Whitman are all running clear as we speak. So anyway, traffic brought to you by Tim's Tire Shop. Invite us to your next blowout. Traffic's also brought to you by Tina's Turf Farm. We're easy to get a lawn with. And also brought to you by Al's Auto Body. We make most of our friends by accident. Now back to you guys.
All right, that one's my favorite so far. I think that's new, right? You didn't have that one last year?
No, some of these guys are repeat payers. You know?
All right, so we had that last year.
My favorite part of that one is just how it's a throw in that all the bridges are clear. Where right now there could be like 100 people sitting on the bridge going, "What is he talking about?"
Right.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, we haven't heard anything about like 47, which is down the street here. The word Bow Boulevard, anything that's around here. Trying to fill all requests. We got a bunch of people checking in. We just got this text request. That's the cool thing now is because with technology, not only do they have to text our personal line, but they can text the phone here. And you know what we have? We have this text that came in that says, I'll just read it cold. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas. I'm listening on the app. Sincerely, Al Miller. So our former engineer, Al, is listening in. So good to hear from him.
Good for him. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. So we have it's game time, boys. And we played a game earlier, but we always like to keep it festive, and we do go off script and miss breaks and change times. But you know what? Derek's not here, so when the cat's away, the mice will play.
Amen, babe.
And we have our own version. I wish we had the music for this.
Oh yeah.
Well, but we can barely find our regular music.
So please, we have to crawl before we can run. Okay. So what I wanted to do is because I like to play the Christmas themed games, I drafted up a version of Christmas Family Feud. Nice. And the Family Feud program, it's teams of families going head to head. But so I had to kind of tinker with it and tweak it a little bit to make it playable for 3 singular contestants. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. You each are going to get a buzzer sound. Okay. So. Roberto,
yes.
If you want to be the first to buzz in, you have to say holly.
Holly.
Jason, you have to say jolly.
Jolly.
Bruce, you say merry.
Can we hear Bruce test it out?
Bruce, can you test your buzzer, please?
Merry.
Very. I somehow don't think Bruce is going to be the first to chime in. Okay, so Jason, Jolly, J&J, and Roberto is Holly. So the first person to buzz in for each category gets to answer. Okay. All right? If you guess the top answer in each category, you get to keep guessing answers until you get a strike. Once you get a strike, it passes to the next guy.
Excellent,
okay?
Excellent.
Now, the thing that remains is you get to keep all of the points that you amass. So if you get the first 3 answers in the category, those are your points to keep for the entire remainder of the game. Okay, beautiful. Whoever has the most points at the end, okay, they're obviously the winner. Each category is over when we get either 3 collective strikes or someone sweeps or finishes out the category. Okay, I selected the order of contestants randomly before the game here. Okay, so if let's say Brother B chimes in first and he gets a strike, it'll pass to the next person, who is going to be Rob and then Jason. So it's going to be Bruce, Rob, Jason is the order. Okay, so let me jot that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're going to be like Richard Dawson and kiss each contestant, or what are you going to do?
He's all guys in the room.
I'm more of a Richard Karn, I think.
I thought Christmas presents were later.
Yeah. Oh, mistletoe, baby. Okay, so These are all Christmas themed, okay? We polled 100 elves, and the top 4 answers are on the board right now. Name something you hang on a Christmas tree.
Holly.
Jolly.
Mary.
Oh, I heard.
What did you say over there?
Mary.
I think I heard Roberto chime in first.
I am going to say an ornament.
The number 2 answer with 23. So, Rob, you didn't get the first one, so it's actually going to pass to the next. You still get those 23
All right,
points,
thank you. I
okay?
want the free.
So it's going to go to Jason, okay? Name something you hang on a Christmas tree.
Lights.
Number 1 answer. So you get to keep answering, okay? The number 3 and 4 answers are still up there.
I'm going to guess tinsel.
Number 3 for 10 points. And there's one more up there.
Bows.
All right, so it goes to Bruce. There's one answer remaining. It's the number 4 answer. Name something you hang on a Christmas tree, Brother B.
Garland.
Did not make the top 4. All right, so, and I think that's only a second strike. So, and Rob, you already went. So, the final answer on there was candy canes.
Nice.
Candy canes.
I do like candy canes.
Okay, so Jason, you took 35 points from there. Rob, you have 23. Brother B with a goose egg, but still plenty of game to play.
Mary.
Save it. Save it.
Reset your buzzer, please.
Don't break your buzzer.
Okay. We asked 100 elves. The top 4 answers are up on the board. Name a role that someone might play in a Christmas pageant.
Holly.
Jolly.
Mary.
Roberto.
In a Christmas pageant. I'm going to play Santa Claus.
Jason. That was a terrible answer. How dare you?
least
sir?
he didn't say-
I'm
at least he
surprised
didn't say
Jason,
that.
I'm
Like a
surprised Jason didn't get
T-Rex?
up and leave.
At least he didn't say Pontius Pilate.
That Disney character?
You should have just stayed off your buzzer. I'm gonna say,
This game is sponsored by Pontius's Pillows.
back to, shall I go?
Yeah, please. Save us.
How about the Blessed Mother?
Number 2 answer.
Okay,
so you
now
get
we're
20
so it's
points.
a traditional
Okay.
question. I didn't know it
Yeah,
was
what do you think a Christmas pageant is, for goodness sakes?
I was
Okay.
Santa Claus back in
Okay,
kindergarten.
so the number 1 answer is still up there, so we move to Bruce. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Shepherd.
Number 1 answer. Very good. 25 points for Bruce. There are still 2 answers up there, number 3 and number 4. Bruce, keep going.
Joseph.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Big J didn't make the board.
Wow.
All right,
I'll get to
so
sweep the board 'cause he's not going to get it anymore. His next guess is Frosty. We just
Rob, go ahead, Rob.
Jerusalem was cold back then. Bethlehem was cold back then.
Wait, so
3 seconds.
We have Mary. Is a John in there?
No, John the Baptist was not present at the birth of Christ.
Okay.
Jason,
Wise man.
number 3 answer,
Okay.
15 points for Jason. And there's one left up on there. You either get this or we strike out. 3 seconds.
Baby Jesus.
Sheep or livestock?
Oh,
Sheep or
wait,
livestock?
to play a part as
Yeah, sure. Yeah, little kids dress up like a
Okay,
sheep or
okay.
a lamb, you know.
That's just because you're
I
from
was trying to
Salem
remember
County.
the name of the defecating guy from.
Are you're speaking of
Columbia.
Cagagne,
Is
you
that-
mean?
Is that Al? Is that Al? Is that what you're saying?
So at the end of 2 rounds, we have Big J with a 70-point bulge, Roberto
Yes.
with 23, and Brother B with 25.
Oh, I'm
so you're in the
You
you're
do understand the objective is it's not just who hits their buzzer the fastest. You're supposed to have.
You have to have an answer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 100 elves were polled. Top 4 answers on the board.
Okay.
Name an animated Christmas show that's on TV every year.
Holly.
Jolly.
I
Mary.
heard Holly first. Rob.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Number 1 answer. Very good. So keep going.
I don't have any more.
Jason.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Number 2 answer. Very good. Keep going.
Frosty the Snowman.
Number 3 answer. Keep going.
An animated.
Yep.
'Twas the night before Christmas.
Brother B.
Simpsons.
Roberto.
Heat Miser.
The final answer we were looking for was the Grinch. How the Grinch
I was
stole
gonna say, is there a
Christmas.
Heat Miser. Isn't there a Heat Miser one?
There is. There
Okay,
is.
But he didn't make the cut.
He did not make the cut. Okay, so we are sitting at Rob. You have 52. Brother B, you still have 25. And let's see, Jay, you are sitting at 115. A cool 115 for Jay. Wow, he's running away with it. Okay. 100 people asked. Top 4 answers on the board. Name something that people do in the evening on Christmas Eve.
Mary.
Jolly.
I heard Mary first. Go ahead, Brother B.
I don't even know the
This is
question.
the only one I
Sing Christmas carols.
So this will go to Rob next.
Have dinner.
Jay?
Trying to keep it clean.
Go to mass.
Number one answer. It's 60
Gotta think
points.
about who wrote the game, y'all. Let's go.
I didn't make these answers up.
They
100 elves were surveyed. Okay. You either get this right or we're done with the category.
Open presents.
Very good. Number two
that's a
answer.
good one.
Yep.
Do you guys do any of that, by the way? Besides, obviously, this radio program. Do you guys open up stuff before Christmas?
Yes,
Day?
with the in-laws.
Yes.
Yep.
Gotcha.
How many more answers are on the board?
Two more.
Oh, boy, he's stumped.
Wrap gifts
Yeah.
and spend time with family.
Okay.
I'll be doing that.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. So, Jay, you're up to
Caesars
one.
wasn't on that
Up
list.
to one.
That's what I was going to put
That was
out
number
there.
5, I guess.
I was going
It
to throw
just missed. The two elves said that. The score after 4 rounds: Jay 190, Rob 52, Bruce a distant 25.
All right.
He's too busy checking traffic in Ohio.
He's actually working.
Okay. Next, couple more categories here. Top 5 answers on the board.
Okay.
Name the shape of a typical Christmas cookie.
Jolly.
Mary.
Jason.
Circle.
Circle is number 3 answer with 10 points. So this goes to Bruce.
Star.
Number 2 answer, 27, but it's not the top answer, so it moves to Rob.
Christmas tree.
Number 1 answer. So, Rob, you get to keep guessing. There are 2 more answers
I know
up
my
there.
cookie. Santa. Oh, come on. Santa's got to be in here
He's not.
somewhere.
Jay-
It is a Christmas show.
2 more answers on there. So far, we have tree, star, and circle. 3 seconds.
Square.
Square.
All right,
The
Bruce, you either
Christmas
get this or
square.
we're out.
A bell.
Number 3 answer.
That's a
Very
one. That's a
good.
good one.
And there's one more on there.
I would say like a man like Gingerbread Man.
Very good. He's up there. Very good. And that finishes out the
Rob
category.
gets the man. He gets Santa Man.
Well, come on.
Santa's no longer.
Santa's not the man, baby. All right, so it's Jay with 200 points,
Okay.
Rob with 94, and Brother B with. Hold on, let me get
the whole
let me
category
get the
pretty
abacus
much.
out here. Okay, carry the 52, 64 for Brother B.
So he's in. Okay.
He's yep. Okay, so all right, let's finish out with this one. Let me pick one more good one here. Okay. Name a complaint that people have about the Christmas holiday.
Jolly.
Mary.
Jason.
Too commercialized.
Bruce.
Broken or out Christmas lights.
Wow, this is bad. Rob, save us.
Family.
Number 2 answers, annoying relatives. Very good. Okay, so passes to Jason. Back to you now.
Even though I guess.
Wait, don't I get the rock? Don't I get the rock?
Oh, you didn't get the top answer though.
Oh, I'm
you only get to run the board.
Sorry, Ray.
All right, that's okay. That's okay. So, Rob, you finish at 128. Respectable score.
Thank you so much.
Brother B finishes at 64. And the winner of the inaugural Christmas Family Feud is with 200 points.
What do we call him?
Thank you very
The
much.
pilot of Pensgrove? What do they call him?
very
Just
much.
pilot of Pennsylvania.
We are
Santa's
closely.
flying over the man. You just don't see him in the traditional picture, but he was up there.
We were getting text, by the way, that's saying Santa was not, I guess, in the manger.
I think he was. I think he was just flying above. You don't see him in the
Yeah, the
traditional
wooden
sense.
soldiers were guarding it from the Romans.
Hey man, if there's a man defecating in the manger, Santa might have been.
Thank you.
could be
You
there,
know what, Bruce?
Give me a break.
Look,
Someone had to be there to scoop the poop, right?
I'm going to Bruce.
Is that the one where the baby Jesus turned the water into wine?
Exactly. And his
Same
family
story.
left him in the manger by accident all alone. The family went to Bethlehem on Christmas and left him all alone.
Hey, babe, I'll be right back. All right, well, there it is. Family Feud, Christmas style. And the only way before we... and then baby Jesus puts on the cologne.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Joseph, you probably just left it. You probably left the barn door open, okay? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Mary, am I forgetting something? Swaddling clothes. What do we got? What are we missing here?
Do we leave the iron on? All right, so to save us and get us out of Family Feud. But thank you so much for that.
thank
That was
you.
a good time. That was a good
Yes,
time with
yes,
that
yes.
one. A good time. We're hitting the top of the hour. So, Bruce, what we're going to do After your final sponsor, we're just going to put this out there so we all know what's going on here. The legal ID is going to hit. Okay? We're not going to make any comments. So take us to the top, Brother B.
Okay, so WGLS traffic north. We have an overturned vehicle on the Parkway north near Wall Township. WGLS traffic south. There's a disabled vehicle on I-95 southbound between exit 25 Allegheny Avenue and exit 23 Girard Avenue.
It fine took us 3 hours, and we're into Philly at least.
And traffic in Glassboro on Route 47. Traffic is as a slowdown as there's a possum on the side of the road. Traffic is brought to you by Bill's Taxidermy. You snuff them, we stuff them. Traffic's also brought to you by Candy's Concrete. We dry harder. And finally, traffic is brought to you by Larry's Lawn Service. We just keep rolling a lawn.
Part 1 is in the books. I leave for 1 year, and the beginning of the show's a mess. Oh well, it's in part my fault. What are you going to do? Anyhow, that'll do it for part 1. Stay tuned, part 2 on the way on the Exit 58 podcast.